Hey everybody, Stu here with MMS. Wanted to reach out to you today and I wanted to touch base with you here because I did promise you a funnel build over here in GrooveSell, and that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and we're going to build us a little funnel here, kind of give you an idea. And I don't know if it's going to be a complete one, but we're just going to do a run through here so that way you have a little bit better idea of the speed and execution that you can actually build with one of these, depending on your product or service and how you going to handle that piece. So with that, I'm going to turn the screen around here so that way you can see share my screen and see it. And as always, because of my big long monitor that I have here, I always get thrown up in the top right hand side, and you only see the bottom half of me. So I'm going to kill that out. Hide that. Okay, so here's my screen. So you can see that I have test product 1, and if you saw my last video, in that case there, that was exactly the same thing I had. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and delete this because we don't need that, and I want you to see what it's like when you first have it. So here we are. This is it. So we need to click create. So we would be over here in funnels, and you can click product funnels, which would bring you to this part, which is where the red button comes up and you get that. So let's go ahead and do that. So the internal name, you can call it whatever you want. In this case here, we're just going to do test 1 is what that is. And win 1 is going to be the product name. Win 1. And the description on that is it's a lotto. Whoops. Lotto, see, look at the keys here. Lotto ebook. Okay. Wow. I am really fat fingering it today. Okay, there we go. Lotto ebook. So we're going to create the funnel. So we come up here. So we got that. Great. So now in this case here, if you want, you can hover here and it should tell us. Oh, no, that's your clipboard. So you got your clipboard there, and I'm not going to do anything. So I'm going to X that out. So then we're going to come over here to the front end product, win 1, descriptions win 1. And we can do description win 1 is how to pick your winning numbers. There we go. Okay. So that's that. So we're going to save and exit next, go next. So then we got that price point description is ebook. And it's a one-time purchase. And in this case here, it's going to be, what do we think? Let's go $27.97. Just give us a number there. Single time payment. And I'm going to take a second here because you can add additional price points if your product has different layers or different groupings to it. If this is a product that is going to be a digital product as an example, and it's going to have a recurring monthly billing or yearly billing and everything, you can do that part. And then if you want to do an installment, you can do installments to where like you can do 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, even 24, 36 months as far as that part of it. And then they can pay their installments on the regular piece. And you have that part and then be expecting that. Or you can do recurring installments to where, like your software as an example, has 2 payments or 3 payments. And they have to make that every year depending on how they actually sign up with your product or service. So then you get that part set up and you get that. And then you go save and next. Then in this case here, now, this is your merchant gateways. So you can have PayPal, credit card, GrooveSell payments, which they are going to have their own GroovePay, where you can go through that. And then PayPal risk mitigation, because anybody who's been in the business long enough is either been threatened to have their account shut down, or somebody panicked and got their account shut down. And in that particular case there, with this mitigation, which is a whole nother video for me to get into that with you. But basically, if you can have 3 or 4 different accounts that go to the one PayPal account, or to a couple of different, not the one, but 3 or 4 different PayPal accounts, so that way you can, if you will, as they call it, season it, and then be able to season it. And as you season it, then you reduce your exposure of them shutting it down. So you can do, if you had 5 as an example, you could do 20% in each one of those 5. And so what it does is that GrooveSell itself will know what the percentages are based on what it's sent, and it'll cap it at 20%, so that way you never get too much to that one account based on the percentages. And so that way it really keeps you whole to where they don't shut that counter down. So if you want to apply for your individual account here, there's GroovePay. You can do that. And then they have the lowest rates in the industry with everything they do. And then the actual part about where you go through and set up each of your gateways. So this is a huge piece. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next piece. So your thank you page is going to have a URL. And just like the sales page, what sales page was it that you want, which can be a Groove Pages page, and then it goes over there. Your thank you page, same thing. It could be that, and then you go ahead and put the URL in there, and then so it always goes to that piece. And then if you have a refund on it, you can go in here that you show that your refund period was 30 days. You've got that. Now, in this case here, if you're running with your affiliates, then in that particular case with your affiliates, you can put a 7-day buffer. So it's a total of 7 days before they get their payout. So that way, if something happens in that last couple of days, or it's over a weekend or something, that in fact, that person, if they choose to wait till the very last second and cancel it, which we know some people do, most don't, but nonetheless, if that's the case, you can refund it before you have to, before you make the payment to the affiliate and then have to do the recall to the affiliate, because that's kind of a dissatisfier all the way around. And then that way, then they can see that then you're only sending a message to the affiliate that, hey, this person actually canceled during the cancellation process and wait till the last second. And by the time we handled it, they ended up asking for a refund. So then that way, it's not emotionally impactful to the affiliate, if you know what I mean. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing my slide here, because at this point, because of the involvement, if you notice that there were steps there, I don't want to make the video too long. And again, I always try to keep these about 7-8 minutes, and that's kind of where I'm in. And I'm coming down to the mark on that. And I just want to say thank you for letting me show you that. And then I'll make another piece on this to finish out the last part of the funnel. And with that, we'll end today, and I'm out.